So, I'm gonna do soft spoken for this last part, 'cause I did hopefully the last part of the Pokemon merch series here. The first video was trading cards. The other one was the fighting cards, which actually I think are also considered trading cards as part of the trading card game. But you fight with them. The other trading cards I had before that I think were also considered trading cards, but they were just for trading and had information on them. And I don't know. Maybe I was just misinformed and a stupid kid. I don't know. Then the third part was booklets of the Pokemon Trainer's Guide for the Game Boy Red and Blue. Then there was the one for Gold. And then I did a quiz book that I found. It was all based on Gen 1 stuff. And I went through all that. If you didn't see that, you can check out those separate videos. I should maybe go back and link them in the description, but I probably will forget or just be too lazy to do it because I've been pushing so hard to get these all finally finished and out. Basically, that video took so long when I added on the quiz book that I split that up into its own video. And now this is the fifth and final video looking at the toys, mainly these old toys I have, and then I'm going to briefly look at some of the games and talk a bit about those, because I've talked about those a bunch anyways, but I at least wanted to show some of those, I guess, from what I have left at this point. So for starters, I have soft toys and I have hard toys, and I don't even remember all of what the hard toys are in here because they're in a coffee can. It's also old because I have WWE and WWF stickers on the top of this lid here, and other various random stickers. I think one of those is, none of these is from an old cassette we were recording on. Weird. So yeah, I can open this up and see what's in here. And at some point I'll probably have to quickly jump out of my bed here and plug this in when the battery's about to die, but hopefully this part isn't super long. If I remember right, there's at least one thing I really hope I still have one of in here. But I don't know if we have it anymore. So we'll save these stuffed animals till after the good stuff. The crazy stuff. Okay, so I definitely remember this one. We got ourselves a nice big ol' Brock figure here with a Pokeball. I don't know why he's waving, I guess, like, hey. I can't do a Brock impression. I just don't have his voice. He doesn't have a particular way of speaking necessarily. But that is he. And it's a pretty big figure, but his knees even bend. That's neat. And I wouldn't need that, but that's neat. Ooh, I hope this one still works. I remember this. We have ourselves a nice Charmander here. I should put him up. I should clear off a shelf. I could put a bunch of these up, probably. Pretty sweet. But I probably won't, because they take up space. And I like to at least use that space somewhat. I don't know, I don't have a good display spot. A lot of my space is full. That's a bummer, but I might try to maybe put him somewhere because, like, is this arm, I think? So I'm up and, or is it down? Up? Up or down? Or is it back? Oh, maybe he's broken. Or maybe it's this arm. What's this arm? It's supposed to, like, be a switch. I think the switch is busted. Like, it's supposed to go up or down, one of the two. But it's not even really moving very well. I don't want to break his arm off. Also, I don't know how you're supposed to change the batteries in this fella. I don't even know if you can. But this is from Burger King, according to the bottom of the base. Basically, his tail is supposed to like light up when you mess with this. Like, you're supposed to flick it one way and his tail lights up, and you flick it another way and it turns off. But I think he's broken. Yep. Definitely broken. That's a shame. But he's cute though. And this is a Pikachu. You may know Pikachu as a Pokemon. And this Pikachu is also a Pokemon. Does it say anything on the base? No. I don't know if this was from a set or something. If it's for something specific or not. But it's Pikachu. Wasn't gonna get rid of it. This one's kind of cool. He's a biggie, but we got ourselves a Coughing. And he's cool because he's got this thing on his ace. Because he's like a top. So you can spin him like a top. But I don't have anything to spin him on that would work. He'll just fall off. I try to do that and make a bunch of noise. I'm not doing that right now, but he's got a function, and probably also did that because, you know, I mean, he wouldn't stand up very well as a more circular Pokemon. He's happy about it though. We got ourselves Tentacruel. Lighting ain't great. Cause I should be looking on the bottoms and stuff of these to see where if they came from somewhere. Like this is MFG for Burger King Corp. So I don't know. I guess I got this also at Burger King, but actually there's a little hole up there on the head. It's for like a bath toy. You can like squirt water out of it. I wonder if these, does this say? This probably say on the box, doesn't say on him. And on the Brock will probably say on the shoe. It doesn't say anything. He has holes in his shoes though, so he might have stood on something at one point. A similar toy to Tentacruel, we have a Poliwag. Yeah, there's the tail. Does it say anything about it? Where it's from? No, on the tail, on the foot. On the foot. This is also Burger King. I guess Burger King. Maybe this is part of why we like going to Burger King more than ever going to McDonald's or anything. It's because it had Pokemon stuff. This is also a water toy. Spits out of its mouth like a water gun, I guess. That's sort of the idea with those. This bad boy is, well, it's Pikachu. That PC Pika P. Lighting is really bad in this particular position I picked, but oh well. Looks pretty nice, like kind of big. It's a little, you know, the back doesn't look very great. The back looks weird. There's like, I guess they had to put stuff in it. There's like screws, like holes in the back. Pikachu got capped. And also the tail actually, like, well, I believe it just comes out. Oh dear God. Pikachu was neutered. But I don't know why that is. I guess maybe they had interchangeable tails for some reason. So you get one with a notch in it. I don't fucking know. But, let's see, actually. Innovision. Nintendo, Hasbro, and Innovision. It has this thing on the bottom, and like, what the hell? And this was kind of cool because it came, I don't have that anymore, I don't think. think because it broke, and then for some reason, I mean, I must have got rid of it because it didn't work, or I just thought it was dumb, I don't know, but it was like a Pokedex. And I think there were different Pokemon you could get for it too. Basically, you would plug them into the top of it, and then you could play this mini game with it. I guess it was the entire game, but it would just basically say like a type. It's like this type versus this type. You have to say if it's super effective, not very effective, or if it was neutral. I think there might have been a doesn't affect option also, I think. You had to do a bunch of those in a row, and they started getting faster and faster, and the more you did, the higher your level would get. And that was pretty much it. And the thing was kind of just cool because it looked like a Pokedex. But I think I got rid of that because it either I just got sick of it, or it broke, or something. Where's the hole for the plug? Oh, damn it. I was a fear to that. Okay. So, boy, that's not the same angle, is it? That's close enough. So yeah, that's what this Pikachu's from. I don't think I ever got any other Pokemon that could were compatible with that anyways. It's actually pretty light. It looks like it'd be a little heavier, but it's pretty light. Not a bad looking Pikachu. Which Pikachu look bad at it, really. Another similar one to Coughing, we have one of, if not my favorite Pokemon still, Golem. He's always, I thought he looked really cool and intimidating. He looks kind of small here. He made him a little small, but he looks awesome. This is from, yep, okay, the Coughing one was probably also from Burger King, because this one has the top thing like he had, like Coughing had, but just Coughing didn't say, it just didn't say where I looked. Oh yeah, it says that it's not where I look. I'd show you, but it's like imprinted into it, not like typed onto it. It's like kind of engraved, so it'd be harder to get it to show up. Yeah, like his is funny because he's just like, he's on his ass and like spinning like that. Like, what attack is it gonna help? Does that roll out when he's doing that? Like, it looks hilarious. I might leave him out, cause he's pretty cool. I really like Golem, so we'll just set him aside. So I remember to leave him out. I think he falls over all the time, though. I think that was his problem. But I'll find a spot for him, don't you worry. Here we have ourselves a Hitmonlee. This also even has the Burger King logo on it. He's got some marks on him. This one's actually a keychain. You can put on your keychain for that. But yeah, like colored in like those, like I guess like he had wristbands to make him look cool. I had like a thing with that for a while where I would color like stuff with, I think you can see it a bit on Coughing a little bit here too. I don't know if that was rubbed off from a different, like, something else. You can kind of see some of like the marker on the back. You can see that. I don't know if it shows up. But yeah, like I colored on stuff with like with Sharpies for a while, because I thought it made them look cool. So like there's a bunch of old like wrestlers and stuff too with like Sharpie on them to try and make them look like they had like shades or like facial hair or something. And it's goofy. Here we have a big ass James. Look at that. That's a hell of a. Yeah, that's too bad I don't have Jesse. I don't know if I ever got Jesse and got rid of it. Cause, yeah, Jesse, cause you're a boy. I don't know. Or it's very possible I just never got one. If it was a thing that you got randomly from something, then it might not. This does not look like it was Burger King though. No, this is Tomy. I don't know who Tomy is, Tomy. So, whoever they are, I believe they made this according to the foot. I'm sorry, I'm not a big figure expert. Somebody who is a toy expert might be like, how do you not know who that is? But it's because not only am I not a toy expert, I'm almost exclusively a toy dipshit. That's not a big old figure. Let's see if we can weed some of these out here if it's gonna make some noise as they're falling. A lot of these, I think, near the bottom are all really tiny ones, which is why they sort of gravitated towards the bottom. So one here we have, does it say, on its back it says, also Tomy. It's a seal. See, I think it's actually a little, like, bluer than I remember seal being. I thought seal was more white than that. Maybe that's just me. But seal, had like a separate piece for a tail, and so that's busted off, so that sucks. So now it's like really weensy. But yeah, I couldn't get rid of it, I guess. Also, I think this one came with a stand. This is also Tomy. Yeah, maybe it came with a stand and like it broke off of the stand. I'm guessing these are maybe not the best quality of the toys if all these are breaking. I got a Staryu. Yeah. Looks nice. Looks kind of neat. I mean, Staryu is just a cool looking Pokemon in general. It just kind of looks like a cool sci-fi robot thing. Kind of reminds me of like Mega Man robot master design a lot of times. So I guess I like that. This was awesome. Even though it's tiny. That Dragonite is awesome. Look at that Dragonite. Look at him. Look at him, look at him. How majestic is this Dragonite. Like, if it wasn't so tiny, it would be way cooler. I might be able to put him somewhere. This is making me really feel like I should just set up a shelf somewhere to put all these up. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you what right now. I'm going to see if I can find a spot for Golden for sure. I'm going to maybe try to put up that there Dragonite. And I'm probably going to put up this Charmander somewhere too. So I'm going to set those all aside. Because I'm being hit with nostalgia real hard. I don't need this. Some of these other ones are more toy-y. I don't really necessarily need them out. This Pikachu would be okay. But I don't think Pikachu's that awesome. Just going to throw that out there. I like Pikachu. Cool mascot, everything. I don't think against Pikachu. Pikachu's not the coolest display Pokemon. So, you know, whatever. Everybody's allowed to tell their opinions. Everybody has their favorites. Pikachu is just not one of my favorite display Pokemon. Here we have another one. Let me guess. Tomy? At least Tomy ones are like tiny. Yep. Could be. It might just be Tommy. But only one M, so I'm saying like Tomy. Got Alakazam. He's cool. Not a very impressive looking figure. But Alakazam is obviously one of the most overpowered Pokemon in the series. Or in Gen 1, maybe not in the series, I guess. But yeah. He's a little rubbery. His arms sort of move. Should they supposed to? Yeah, his arms and legs move a little bit. But not a lot. Oh, and here we have another Hitmonlee. I guess you ended up with two of those. Also the keychain. And my mention is arms move, legs move. Legs sort of just bend weird, like whoa. Like, what's a crazy leg? You see his hands are hands are colored, because I guess I wanted him to look like he had fingerless gloves on, so I thought that would also be cool. That's why the one has wristbands instead of, gloves. Tommy figure, you know it. We got Chabak. He's a cool guy. He's pretty neat. He's also, I think, really iconic is because you have, actually, that's the problem with having stuff from different sets, real quick. Like, these obviously, they don't seem to be made of the same size, relative, so. But yeah, it was kind of cool. Like, I just thought Arbok looked kind of cool with the eyes on the, neck thing there. But also, just like, I guess because you saw these Pokemon all the time with Jesse and James, you kind of got attached to seeing them. So that was a cool one. You remembered them. What's this? Oh, I might have to leave this one out too. Nidoking. Look at that. Is he Tommy figure? Yeah. It's freaking awesome. I really like Nidoking. He was one of my favorites. Like, just like when I used to play all the time, like, he used to be one of like my favorite ones to get all the time. I just thought he looked really cool, and he was like really strong. He was like grounded poison. It was a cool type combo. Also, okay, I don't know if anything else. I don't think anything else had this yet. I believe this one may have also, is possible, by the looks of this, that this was also a pencil topper. You would put him on top of your pencil. He's so cool. I'm keeping him out somewhere. I'm just gonna have a little mini Pokemon shrine on one of my shelves now. I'm gonna look like a fucking crazy person. Well, I mean, it probably already do with some of the other shelves. Ooh, this is nice. This is a Tommy figure. It is. They don't always put it in the best spot, but... Oh, it's Gyarados. Look at that. That sucker. He kind of has to have a stand, I guess he wanted to display him, but... He looks pretty good. Yeah. Pretty weak. Fuck it, I'm gonna display him too, I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm not displaying some of these, they don't look as good, or... Like, maybe could... I don't know. Like, I also don't want to put up one of these Pikachu, because this Pikachu looks okay, I guess. But it's really big, and his face is a little derpy. And this Pikachu just seems sort of off-colored. He seems a little like his eye popping as this Pikachu. And, Pikachu, again, like I say, Pikachu I don't think is an awesome display. He still doesn't look super badass like some of these other Pokemon do. Even Charmander doesn't look that badass, but somehow he still looks cooler to me. I am HO. So, it looks like the rest of these are delving into, I guess we'll do the rest of these are kind of delving into Gen 2 on the bottom of the barrel here, the Tommy figure. Got Togepi, who sort of eats its way. It's like the kind of transition period where, like, maybe it's a Pokemon or whatever, but maybe there's gonna be more Pokemon. I thought Togepi was kind of dumb. I think for a while I sort of accepted Togepi. And it's like, oh yeah, Togepi's just kind of around. It's just kind of there. But... not a big fan, personally. We got, what's this by? Whoa. It's hard to read. Sasco Inc. Looks like. It's more, it's Totodile. He's pretty cool. A little freaky, but, he's You kill a fella. I really like using the water starters for some reason on a lot of them, so. I don't know, I like Totodile probably a bit more than Cyndaquil or Chikorita in Gen 2. I don't know. He just looks the coolest and then you evolve into the coolest thing, so. He's also a pencil topper. There it is. Put the pencil up his butthole. We got ourselves a Pichu. Just trying to see the comp like it matters. This is 2001. This just says Nintendo, I think. I think this is just an official Nintendo figure of Pichu. It's very light and plasticky, but it's friggin' Pichu. So if you like that kind of thing, there it is. Pichu is definitely one of those Pokemon to me also where I think maybe because also it was in Smash Bros. Melee, but it was like really hated Pichu, and I think it's also part of like it kind of represents what really bothered me. One of the things that still like kind of miffs me is the pre-evolutions of Pokemon. Instead of making Pikachu, you know, like it evolves into Raichu, instead of making Raichu evolve into something awesome, they made something they made a crappier Pikachu, and they made it go to this, and that's generally why I don't like pre-evolutions. But I understand some of the mechanics that come into breeding and having to get them and certain moves only they can get, that kind of thing. I get it. Not a very good fighter in Smash Bros. Either, though, so that didn't help. Then we got, wait, where's this one? Does it say what it's from? Anya? This might not even say what it is. Comp. Oh, maybe it does there. How do I get the shadows? This also Sasco. It's Entei. A really tiny Entei. The tiniest guy is. Look, I'll admit, I don't think I ever even caught Entei in the game or even found it. But you have to, I don't even remember, I think it was in one of the movies. Like the Pokemon 2000, I think, had him in it, right? I don't remember, I haven't seen it forever, but, like, he looks pretty frickin' sweet. And the only reason I'm probably not going to display him is because I don't know enough about him, but I always thought that Entei looked really, like, this little toy, this always looks super awesome. Like, he just looks nuts, got, like, weird, like, spiky wing things, and, like, I don't even know what this is, and then it's, like, got the crazy, like, face things, and it's, like, I don't know, he's just awesome. And then last we have sitting in the bottom of here, is one of the coolest things. It was from Burger King. One of the toys things they had, you would get these cool like Pokeballs that like shiny red tops on them, and like the bottoms of them had like things coming out, so they worked as like these display stands. And you would hit like the button in the middle, and it would slow like, I don't know if it was even slow or not, like open up the top of the Pokeball. It might have been a slow open with those, and it was like, and inside it would display a golden Pokemon card, and these are the coolest fucking thing. Like, these are awesome. I don't even know if we ever had any more. I don't know if they did even. They might have done all the Pokemon cards this way. And I don't know if any of this is real gold or not. Maybe this is like a really like, it might be a real like cheaper gold. Obviously they made a bunch of these, but it might just be like a coloring. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It looks awesome. And all I have is the Togepi. Even has like the stuff on the back of the card too. It says length 7 feet. Wait. Oh no, it doesn't say 7, that's a question mark. Length is question mark, weight is question mark. Pokemon. Information on Togepi unknown at this time. Evolution question mark. This was in 99 when these came out, so this probably would have been when Togepi was like first introduced. What if this is gonna look like crap if it gets exposed? The more it gets exposed to air, it might start to get marks and it look like crap. And that's why they have those stands, but I might try to display this because these are so fucking cool. Like, I would really love, like, these things. I think we may have had a couple others, but yeah, these are awesome. So, display that also. Why not? Display everything. I should just display all of them, because, like, there's so many I just grabbed. I'm not even gonna have a spot. I'm gonna have to, like, try to clear off a shelf or something. Well, if not, they'll go back in the can, I guess. I'll start putting these back in. So yeah, those were, and like, I don't know. I think some of these are cool. Like, I don't know if I would ever go and get more. I would have to find, like, if I was gonna get any more Pokemon toys. I just don't really use toys anymore. Like Amiibo, maybe, because I can pretend like, you know, I have the justification for that to be like, well, I might use it. I mean, I probably won't, because when the fuck am I gonna use an Amiibo? Most of the time I don't use them. I want to, but then it's always like, the stuff, like, I don't usually get much for them, and when you use them, all that stuff I try to use them in, so I'm like, I don't know. Someone's got to fit down there. Come on. I should have enough space to put these back in if I need to, so obviously I do still, I mean, on top. So I don't know, like, yeah, if I got, I'd have to make a really cool looking Pokemon toy for me to get me at this point. But let's look at the, how much time we're running. Not bad, not bad. Not gonna be as horrendous as the other videos for time. These other toys we got here. The stuffies. We'll start with this lame ass one. It's actually pretty bad. This Elatag got destroyed. I definitely think something got spilled on this one. We have a Togepi that used to have but look how horrible. First of all, look how fucking, like, terrible the proportions on this Togepi are. It's like a fucking morbidly obese Togepi. But then it's got, like, it used to be, like, able to hang it on stuff here and be like a keychain type of thing, but that's ripped off. The tag is, like, gone, and also the back is, like, dirty, like it's supposed to pop on it or something. So that's pretty. I should almost throw that away, but I probably won't. What else we got in here? Ourselves, well, let's just show this because this also looks like ass. Pikachu. A little better than the Togepi. At least it's a little cute. This has actually got a bunch of, like, sand, like, I don't really look sandbaggies in it. But, like, feels like kind of like a, you know, like a beanbag. I guess that's it, like beans in it. Kind of feels like there's a few beanbag beans in it amidst the actual, like, stuffing. That's just Pikachu. I think maybe we cut all these tags off so they wouldn't be in the way. That's Pikachu for you. This one also sort of sucks. Ethan's got a tag. Hold on. This is, maybe some of these were also from Burger King, because it said it was from Burger King. Service rush only. Right. Another Gyarados. He's that's it. Just kind of rough. He also feels like he's got a lot of beans in him. But he's just kind of like, you know, he can't, like, really stand up or display or anything. These are kind of just like, you throw them around, you play around with them, whatever, and I don't know, man. We got this might not be. It says everyone loves to get applause. Woodland Hills. Okay. This is a Poliwag. And this one's got a cool, like, I mean, it still also feels like there's little beans in it. But, like, I like the shiny, just the, ooh, big tail. It's a very shiny, like, outside of it feels kind of nice. Huh? That's cool. Play hacky sack with your Poliwag, as you did at the time. This is also about the same company, which you can sort of tell, I guess, because this is a Sandshrew. Because of like the weird, like, I don't know why it's like almost like gold in the middle here, but there's your Sandshrew. I guess that Sandshrew kind of like he was made out of bricks. Looks like pyramid sandstone bricks. That's him. That is he. We got this one is Pokemon beanbag plush. These say they're beanbags, I guess. It's made by Hasbro. This looks like it's more official in some capacity. Good. We have a Butterfree. It's beautiful. Nothing on it wants to stay up. It's probably seen better days, but all the pieces are there, more or less. They're just trying to get these out of its eyes so you can see its eyes better. Yeah, you need a hat. Great. Oh yes, isn't that great? Its mouth is like barely on there, and its hands are like just little pieces thrown on there. It's kind of chintzy. Yeah, we've got what's this say? It says this is I don't know why this matters. It really doesn't. Gotta catch them all. This one has it numbered even. Way to go. Let's see who made it. All new material. Okay, it's Bulbasaur. Looking a little goofy. He's alright. Not bad, he's not great, but you can tell Bulbasaur, I guess. Face is a bit to be desired. He also used to be able to be on a keychain or something, I guess, but that plastic part of the keychain thing is broken, so he can't do that no more. Poor guy. Then we got this is when the tag's clipped on this one, but we have another Bulbasaur, which looks still a little derpy in the face. A little derpy, but he looks a little better. He's got a very shiny bulb. Well taken care of Bulbasaur. He's almost like a shiny Bulbasaur, except that I have no idea what a shiny Bulbasaur looks like. So we'll pretend that it looks like this. Here's his booty. That sick Bulba booty. I know you wanted to see it. You're welcome. There's Bulbasaur. He looks a little better. I like him. He's a little smaller, but I like him better. He's a cool Bulbasaur. This is pretty neat. We got Charizard. He's huge. His arms are really thin and weensy. It's funny. I'll arm wrestle you any day. Got the wings. Oh man. Yeah, it's got like a little tail. It's got a little flayed pieces like this, like to make it look like it's fire. That's so cool. They bothered to do that. This one didn't say who it was for either. It's from sort of a odds on. Okay. But he was cool because he also has like this thing in the back where you could like open him up, the Velcro in him, and you put stuff in him. I don't know what you would put it in. You could put your, I don't even know if your Game Boy game would fit in there, but maybe you could hide something in there. I think it's kind of for like change. You put like loose change in it or something, so you could fill him up so he stands up better. But I always thought he was kind of cool because you could do that to him, and because he's motherfucking Charizard. Let's put these back in the basket they were in. Now the final one, I did not get. I think I got it much later than these other ones. I believe I found it just at a garage sale. It was hanging out, and it was either free or like a quarter or some shit. But it's a huge, relatively huge. Give you the scope of things. This Pikachu was pretty big compared to the one I had. This Pikachu had a few more rare candies than mine did. And this is decent. This is a decent Pikachu. If I could display it, but I don't really have a good spot for such a gigantic Pikachu to sit around. I don't think. I guess I could put it down there, but it would just fall out like dust and shit. So this is cool. I liked this big Pikachu. It was worth getting. Big fluffy. Just got nice hard cheeks. His eyes. Look at those eyes. You're straining your soul. He's got a tail. Sweet Pika booty. I knew you wanted to see it. Yeah. So, yeah. It's a Pikachu. And, guess I wanted to preface the game part. It's gonna be pretty short, but, I've got, like, for the games I don't have anymore, there's some that, like, I don't know, can't really show because I don't have them at the moment anymore. But, like, I used to have Pokemon Stadium, played a bunch of that. Used to have Pokemon Puzzle League, played a good amount of that, both on Nintendo 64. I've played some of Pokemon Stadium 2, but I never had it. I used to have Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal on Game Boy Color or whatever. Had red, blue, and yellow. Still have my original blue, I'll show you. I got a new copy of Crystal that broke. So that's there. I'll show you that. I still have the game, just that it's not broke. I guess the battery just died in it. And, I used to have, I think, somebody gave me some stuff too, so I had, Ruby and Sapphire. I rebought Sapphire later and actually gave it an honest shot and beat that. I played through Pokemon White and don't have that anymore, which I feel a little bad about that. I maybe should have kept it, but at the time I didn't think I would play it again, so, oh well, that happens sometimes. Same with Sapphire, really. I maybe should have kept it, but what can you do? There's also a good chance I wouldn't have played that again, so, you know, it's okay. What am I missing? Pokemon Pinball. Played a good chunk of that on Game Boy. Had, like, you put the battery in it and it would make it have the rumble feature. Then there was the Ruby and Sapphire Pinball, but I don't remember playing much of that. I did have it, I just don't remember if I even really played. I didn't play enough of it to remember it, is the thing. And then I had the Pokemon trading card game on Game Boy, which was actually really fun. I kind of want to get that back, but I just haven't yet, so it's a pretty fun one. Like, I wouldn't play it super frequently, but I do like playing it now and then, especially looking through the old like cards. I kind of want to do that. And trying to think of what else. Pokemon Picross. I played for a bit on 3DS because it was free, and then it got really tedious, and then I needed space, so I deleted it. And then I played Pokemon Rumble on 3DS. Again, it was free, and I was looking for more stuff to play, and it just wasn't very good, so I deleted it because I just wasn't really playing it, and I got really bored of it. I think that's all the games I can't show. I think. I also had Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think I played a bit of Fire Red, and I never finished it, but I didn't like Fire Red, so... And if I replayed it, I'd probably appreciate it more, but still not really like it that much. I'm not opposed to it, but I wouldn't want to pay probably the prices they'd want me to pay to get it again. So, forget the other games. Let's just take the camera off the wheel for this, actually, why not? Did I mention I had Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow? Because I did. I still have my original Blue, yeah, I did mention that, I guess. Which I will show. But as part of that, too, I'm not choreographing this well at all. On my 3DS here, I've got Pokemon Shuffle, which is super fun and addictive, and it was a free-to-play one. I just wanted because I wanted more games also, but I've now played a ton of it, and it's actually super fun. Here's Pokemon Yellow that I got back digitally here, which is worth it for like $10, dude. Like, I mean, hell yeah, right? Hell yeah. And Pokemon Crystal I got on here, so I don't have to worry about the freaking battery backup problems, because the battery, I don't have to worry about trying to change the battery on my actual physical copy of Pokemon Crystal. And I guess I also have, I can show this a bit, I got this spare Nidoking card that I actually had a duplicate of, you saw in the video. I threw the quiz book behind this. I got the To Be a Master soundtrack thing now, which I actually did, both that and the first movie I got is like, this was the re-release for the anniversary of it, the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. And that, I don't know, that's probably an old copy of it, maybe, or something, but, yeah, I got that, like, I forget if I found that somewhere and got it, or if someone got that for me, but, either way, good stuff. Actually, the Pokemon Puzzle League soundtrack, I think, is all pretty much songs from this, music taken from that. And then, got Pokemon Crystal, I didn't want to move it, it's sitting there behind Yankee King, hanging out on the shelf of other game stuff. That's where I keep all those cards and stuff, is in that. But yeah, that's the copy that doesn't work, but if somebody can change the battery, it'll work, and if they want to do that, or if I want to do that at some point, it's there. I didn't have anywhere to bring it. I wasn't going to throw it away, so it's going to sit there a while, probably. And we got, yeah, Pokemon X. I didn't have it in the box, so it's just here. Super good. I should play through it again. I've only played through it once. I started playing through it again one time and then didn't continue with that. And then Pokemon Blue, because this is actually the original one that I had and played a bunch. For a while this is all I had because my brother had Red, and I don't know what happened to Yellow. And you can see I've played this a lot because the bottom part looks a little okay, because that's the part that was in the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or whatever. It's in the system all the time. but the top part would always jut out, so that just got worn out by going in and out of a pocket a lot. Which means that it probably wouldn't be, you know, people wouldn't like that kind of label as much. They'd be like, I need a better label. But at the same time, it's like, well, I did that because it's not like I was careless with my game. I just played it a lot. There's not really a way to protect it when it's in your system, in your pocket, in and out of your pocket a bunch of times. So that's the video, pretty much. I don't think that's all the Poke merch I had to show off. Other than I had like a Pokemon shirt with a Pikachu on it. That's pretty much all you were missing. If there's anything else you wanted to see or something for Pokemon stuff, I could try, but I'm pretty much almost out at this point. I don't think I have a review of the show or the movie up anymore. I might do a thing of that when I finish rewatching the show and rewatch the movie, but other than that, I don't know. Like, leave comments on whatever Pokemon stuff you want with this nostalgia trip, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. And have a great day.